What's good, YouTube? We are here with
Yusuf Nisar.
brilliant. We just finished Nats UK Birmingham. Tell us what you did.
I came 22nd place.
Amazing.
I came in Swiss.
So nice. And what did you play?
I played Maliss.
Okay. What was your thoughts about picking Maliss for the event?
I thought Maliss was it was a smart pick in the sense of I wanted to play a deck that had a lot of non-engine.
Okay.
I'm just not a meta player. I don't play the KT. I don't like branded. I thought this was still a good pick, even though, yes, Rabbit went to 1. And I wanted to find a deck that also makes people cringe when they see a card. So this is basically Tempo Dragon, Chundra, same thing.
So basically your roots of being a Tempai player still exist, of you wanting to cause mayhem at
100%,
tournaments.
100%,
Alright, fair enough.
100%.
Brilliant.
Also, like, it matches the non-ninja of KT. Like, yes, KT is meant to be the better deck, but you have the chance if you play Shifter, Impulse. That's one of the main reasons too, playing a deck with Impulse, and Maliss seems to be the best one for it.
Definitely right. Impulse and Shifter are definitely one of the highest hand traps rankings up there, so I can see why there's a reason for it. So let's get into it.
Right, so we'll go through the standard lineup, right? So Dormouse, White Rabbit, the 3 Chessie and the 3 Marcher. You have to max out the names. This went to 1. It's that simple. You've got the standard extenders, 3 backup, 1 wizard. Got the 1 MD TB11 and MTP.
Okay.
You got the 1 mirror. I cut this. Big mistake. Please, you cannot cut this card. It's just that simple.
Okay.
And obviously the 3 undergrounds, right?
Okay, brilliant.
And then on top of all this, these are quite standard now as well. You've seen a lot of this. Is 3 alone.
Yeah, the consistency cards.
It's not so much about consistency as well. Yes, because technically you could whiff, you can all these things. The best thing about them is against KT. A lot of the KT players or your average KT player will not remember your hand. And when they do remember your hand, the moment you can give information, you get like different information in your hand by using a card like this, by changing your
top deck.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. It's basically, because I like the fact about a law is the difference between a law and obviously with vision in the generics. So everyone's usually putting vision into obviously get upstart, but theoretically you can't really plus as much with obviously the discard that you do.
Yes.
So the concept of you being able to discard, banish one of your names and then go even more plus is so much more broken.
Exactly.
So it's a full-on thing there.
Exactly, and this is if the MVP of the deck was this.
Okay.
You're gonna ask me how many times I see this. I saw this probably like 14, 15 times the tournament, which meant this, right? So the same thing.
So you're just a one-off person basically. Shifter, Gold Sock, Dormouse.
1, 2, 3. There's bare one-offs. Bro, it's the same deck, man. You know.
Okay, brilliant.
We'll move on to the non-engine.
Non-engine, yeah.
Then you've got the non-engine, and these are obviously engine cards too. And this is another reason to play the deck. So you have so many good cards into branded. These cards are even more broken into branded. By themselves, all the cards do nothing. Pair this with any hand traps in this deck, the branded player never likes it.
Okay.
They're also extenders. I was originally playing 5. I wanted to play the extra non-engine piece, and I thought 4 was like a sweet spot. I was on double board rake, and I do understand the concept of board rake against cards like Mitsu and whatnot, but I didn't want to be in a situation against branded to open double board rake, because in that matchup it's still quite hard. You want every card to be as live as possible, so I sucked with these 4.
No, I was just about to ask, because like I said, Surrender isn't usually the pick that you'd see in Maliss.
No.
And the other 3 all have obviously more ways to be used. So Surrender was a weird one, but to be fair, based off your logic, is correct. Like I said, you don't want to see 2 Boldricks in your hand, as opposed to seeing different names, and obviously you can't draw 2 ofs in that concept as well. So that's also very good as well.
Exactly. The other thing is obviously other players play Firewall. I'll tell you now, I don't play Firewall. And you get little cheeky players. You can summon this going first. You chain block ransom. Just some absolute nonsense that it doesn't really do anything, but it does happen when someone holds an actual ransom. It can come up. So.
Okay. Then so you would use when you would send off Surrender, you'd also activate effect to dump another Bestial to get that.
Bestial you don't want, because you're gonna end up drawing cards, so dump the board rate. Because actually you dump the Jerusalem, because these 2 are a lot better when you go first.
Okay.
Obviously Jerusalem's the goal going second, right?
Okay, brilliant. Yeah, fair enough.
We are.
So that's how much in main?
It's 40.
40. Okay,
and the rest is all the actual non-engines. So 3 for loss. Honestly, my testing was very limited, because I picked this deck up after the ban list, like a few weeks after. I wasn't maining this. I was like, oh, you play Maliss, you need to go first. You want every card as live as possible. and I've learned going second with Maliss, it can be a struggle. You can play through certain things because people don't understand the deck, but a competent player knows how to interact very well. You want cards to just make your opponent end up a smaller board, half-board situation. Okay, against Ash. There's actually so many cards in Maliss against Ash that hurt you anyway, so you take it. Also, you get really cool plays on the field, and as I played in the tournament, I learned. So I got forward, I'm like, okay, what do I want to do here? Because I'm on full loss in hand. You make the ransom, you grab the mirror. The mirror is relevant because when you mirror to banish the ransom activates, you chain it on floor, and then you end up putting that on the floor. You get the MTP when you do the white rabbit play. When I understood it, I was like, wait, that's quite silly because you end up fearing your opponent. Your opponent has to play awkwardly, and you still have other interruptions in your hand. So I thought that was really cool.
Fair enough.
You have to play Ash. Like, I don't want to hear him talk nonsense. It's for a loss. But also, again, play Ash with all the cards. Ash and Impulse together is ridiculous as anyone. Don't let anyone lie to you. This was a last minute change. This is based off the room. I generally don't like Joel for all the reasons I don't like it. The guys that play Joel, you normally play Maliss, don't like it. The conflictions, you don't want it when you shift to someone X, Y, and Z. But with Joel, I'm not gonna lie again, put your opponent on like a half board because you FTK someone or make sure that like a Doomsday player cannot end on extra interruptions, for example. And again, you're playing Amrod, so it's okay. You go first, you have to play with it, it comes up sometimes.
Fair enough.
And then this is the goal, I won't even talk about it.
Why is it still here?
I don't know, man, like, bro, what can I do on it? But I'll be honest with you guys, round 5 I'm a bot.
Why is that?
Playing at Puritan Magistus, Open Shifter, GG. I know they play through Shifter. I have this DDG, Ash Blossom. He goes Perilia, I go Ash, and I immediately knew I just threw. And the reason why I ended up losing that game because I had a Crypto and the Ash would have checked whatever he had after, but I'm a bot. I don't know what I'm doing with this deck, bro. Like, I saw my top, what the hell? If it's a top, if it's a top anymore.
If only there was a white binder to banish that one Ash. If only.
Honestly, man, that card is broken. But I wouldn't play the deck because it would be better than Emperor's Lancia.
There you go.
In the deck. Obviously, one of the best cards in the deck too. We've got Flex, so let's hide this one. 3 Impulse.
Okay.
Again, like, come on, I don't have to explain how good this card is. And this is the difference now is that I'm playing 2-spot.
Okay.
I was playing builds of free and imperm and all this nonsense, and everyone that says, but you need the imperm because the imperm will then make this. The secondary part of the effect isn't as relevant as you think, honestly. The whole point of doing this is normally to out specific things. You just want that card removed. If it clears it, gets branded. If there's something around hand, why does it matter? Like, what is something that's relevant there? What, they already discarded, they've lost the cards, I don't mind. It's actually not terrible when going second with it, because a lot of people are triggering things. It makes it easier to kill, because they'll actually banish this, crypto banish, and you go for game sometimes. But it's still, honestly, I don't think it's an amazing card. Like, it's not an Impulse, it's not an Ash Blossom that has very specific things. There's decks that actually play around this, and I don't want to brick on this card.
Okay.
So pairing it with a lot of the cards and making space for the draws, I thought it was worth it and not playing it as a 3-0.
Was you ever conflicted about opening both? So, for example, a Fua and a Spark, or an Ash or a Spark?
So this is the thing, right? That's another reason too, because there are a few cards it conflicts with. However, the way you use the card, you would use this later in the turn.
Okay.
However, there are for example, a K2 player. Now, K2 player can play around this, but if you're giving me a free rotary review or hand trap, I'm not even going to hesitate. I don't care if I have Ash and these cards. I'm going to make sure I banish the card, because like that means it doesn't mean that you don't play for it, but the best way to spark is that interaction. A lot of people say, well, you can hold the spark to later. Good players don't care about that. They really don't. But then that's where the small hand traps then hurt them, and then the spark comes in later because they're like, oh, you had multiple hand traps to stop the other players.
Okay.
That's pretty much it, bro. But going first, setting this card is unbelievably broken. You're never complaining the target banished ever. You don't care if there's someone around. You're banishing the card.
A lot of people are actually discouraging this card because people are thinking, oh, it's just a normal banish. But now it's quite high in the meta, and a lot of people are actually playing it as well.
100%. Especially a deck that banishes 3 times, like 2 times, and 3 you get the third one off this.
Yeah.
Insane.
Fair enough.
Anyway,
Brilliant. Do side or extra deck?
What do you want to do? Side or extra?
Go for extra deck then.
We'll go into extra deck.
Okay, fair enough.
We will go through this. It's all pretty standard. It was organized if someone touched it. It's so dark. Haggard, got Ransom, Crypto, Axis, Allied. I'll hide this one for now. SP, Almirage, Link Disciple, Link Rebel, IP, and Wicked.
Okay.
Most of this is standard. You see them in a lot of lists.
Yeah.
Everything came up. I didn't summon this once. I get why people play it, but I'll be honest with you. I don't like the fact that it's like, oh, but if you have no plays, you summon Dark, you crash, and you search. That means for you to have got to Dark, you probably had Bestials, like what other players you really have.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'd rather find a way to kill you on that turn, because Malice isn't so much about, oh, I want to break a board and set up. The boards aren't the same as before, because these days you rely on your non-engine, which I probably threw at you trying to stop your board. And if I go on second read, I haven't stopped you, I'm just trying to push engine, I want to kill you that turn. For example, against Branded, I get it, Dark is broken. But if I'm doing it to reborn something and try and play, that means I've already dealt with everything else, and Dark wouldn't be the play you go for.
Yep.
If I'm crashing against Branded, you're so happy, you're like, oh, perfect. That means you've won. I'm giving you the game for free. I might cut this going forward, but I'll see.
Sure.
The other cards now, that are not considered normal. This card has been amazing. This has been insane for the reasons of people play Crowns, Super Poly. You need something. I don't play something like Nightmare Feelings that requires a discard. You want something like Azalea, especially when you open Mag. So Mag into a Jerusalem, and your first action is literally send, make Azalea, busted, send a card, pop a card. This also clears itself. Why is that relevant? Because you play Lightning Storm and decide it. Like, can you imagine, like, people just don't expect it because they're hot, especially Branded. You know what's set, you know what you can't play through. I think it's way better to do stuff like that. So this card has been goated in the extra deck. And then the last card, which is like spicy, is this, the Link for Trauma Quartet.
Okay.
This was I'm not too familiar with like comboing too much with the card, but what the card does is, yeah, we know it reborns too for the guys that know it, but you not lose to Super Poly, but Super Poly hurts you a lot. This card, reborning cards like SP and Crypto and ending on a board like that is insane. Having these two that can't be Super Polyed and they have to do it with it, and you can imagine the field spell, they can't beat over this, and then you've got your 7-8 cards that you've drawn or whatever you've done on top of the board. I think it's really strong. Sometimes there's lines you can make this, you make the allied code, you make like so many bodies. If you get Super Polyed, it doesn't matter. It's just more bodies for your opponent to be pressured by. Because people scoop once you've got like 6 bodies in a Maliss board. They might Super Poly, but they know your non-engine, your Crypto coming back is just going to beat them. So those are the two flex spots technically. I know you guys can change it, but I would recommend to trying these out for the reasons that I said before.
How did it feel with the potential cyber locks that could have potentially come through when you use the names? Did you ever find that was an issue with those two?
So basically, if you're making this, the whole point is you don't wizard, and you don't always get to make this for free. It's like you have an extra bestial, and then having you have this, and then you can make an extra deck monster or something else to then make wizard. But a lot of the times, the wizard is the only thing that locks you. People say, oh, but how? But remember, it's only wizard and no other card. So I don't always make this, but it's a option to do when you know your thing is branded or cards that play breakers.
Okay, brilliant. All right, let's see the side of that.
And then the side deck. A lot of the cards are standard. It's 3 DDG. We're not playing a Spross package. I'd recommend to play this card, guys, because Di-Fi gets out by Lightning Storm and Duster. A lot of people, I got Lightning Storm and Dusted a lot this weekend. I'll stick to this. 2 Mistaken Arrest. It was 3, but because your main role, you have technically 4. This is not as amazing, but obviously against the decks that, FTKs like Striker, Mitsu, Power Patron, it helps a lot in that deck. It doesn't FTK them, but it helps when you have like a Crypto and some interruptions. And then the one Cobra.
Sure.
So, I don't want to main it because I want to do non-engine, and it's only for going first realistically. I don't really decide in going second.
Sure.
And then the rest of it is standard as well. I say it's standard, but 1 Duster, 3 Lightning Storm. You have to max out. Super Poly is the main reason you need to hit, but Crown on your Dormouse and things can really hurt you. They're solid. You don't ever want to play less than these. I understand some people want to say, oh, cut one of these, play it evenly for accusation. But if they have accusation, they have accusation. It is what it is, right? and 3 Peridia, just something just to draw into hand traps. I didn't even see it once in the tournament. And then the thing that's not common was 2 Kaijus.
Okay, nice.
It was just like a nice 1-for-1. I like my opponents, like KTB looks at a hand, it makes it awkward for them. Yes, they can play, they say you play around it, but I'm happy to have a Kaiju than having certain cards when they, like an engine card that doesn't generate multiples. Kaiju's again the power patron deck. If they're making the amorphous cards, you just want, and especially if you can't even stop them in the normal hand traps because they're non-finito, Kaijuing them, not having a chance to play. And Sky Striker as well, like I'm happy to hit the 0 and now you can play the game a bit more easier. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, brilliant. Again, congratulations. Any shout outs?
I wanted to shout out the boys around me. They're all hiding.
They thought they were going to get away from it.
Exactly, but especially Usama. Panic on him, bro. Because Maliss is his deck. He was teaching me. And also, like, he knows why, man. He's my guy. Like, one of the packs is for him. If I don't say this, he'll kick me out the house. But honestly, like most of the cards are his, the Maliss cards. I own 1 or 2 things. Also, I do have to shout out the person who I stole the earlier from. It was Matt Solder. I saw him play it once. He stared with me a little bit, and he explained how the card works. I wasn't exactly sure how he combos with it, and I'll learn more as I play because I'm very new to the deck. But clearly, I came 22nd place. It was a good pick. I wish I was more prepared because all my losses were down to myself, so I can't really complain.
No, you can't complain.
Also, shout out to the collective, you know, shout out to Corey behind the camera. Shout out to Sabit, who's, I don't know, he's hiding. And, shout out to the Sneak Boys, you guys know who you are, man, so, yeah. And, shout out to Coalition. There you go, boys, don't forget. To who? I can't hear. Oh yeah. Corey saying Europa. Shout out to Europa, for Europa Gaming.
How can you forget?
I never forget, bro.
The guys who made you!
Listen, bro. Like, cut the video, man.
Again, congratulations. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Hopefully at Euros as well.
I'm not watching.
Bro, don't take Malice, I beg.
Don't take Malice. That's the...
Wait, 119th with branded.
Oh!
With 6 weeks of testing. Shut the hell up.
Alright then.
116,
Bro, get it right, bro.
Okay, right. Alright then.
Cut the video then. For the hood on. Oh, shit.
Who just... you today?
I came 22nd place in UK Nuts.
What'd you play?
Playing Malice. Sorry again.
So, why did you play the 3 match here?
Second at UK Nuts.
Okay, brilliant. What did you play?